In today's video, we are going to create this creative text animation inside of After Effects without using any third-party plugins, but with the help of simple and cool tips and tricks inside of After Effects. Also, we are very close to hit 50k subscribers, so if you are watching this video, please consider to subscribe this channel and also hit the bell icon to get more updates. So, without wasting any much more time, let's get started. Okay, so here we are in Adobe After Effects. Let's create a new composition and we are going to call it as main animation. Width we are going to choose 1920 and height we are going to choose 1080. Frame rate is 30, duration is 1 minute long, and background color I'm going to choose black color and simply hit OK and hit OK. Then go to choose grid and guide option and simply hit on title save action. Then hit Ctrl N again to create another composition, and this time I'm going to call it as strip. Width I'm going to choose somewhere around 700. Okay, and height we are going to choose divided by, let's say, 6. Okay, and hit enter. So we will get this kind of a comp. Then you select your text tool, and for the font I'm going to choose Neo Montreal white color, and then type our first text, which is no. Okay, so let's select this text, go to the align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically, and let's try to increase the font size, and again try to bring this properly at the center, and press Ctrl Alt Home to bring this anchor point at the center. Then press Ctrl Y to create one solid background, and let's bring this downwards like that. Let's select this black solid and let's lock this layer. Now I'm going to select my rectangle tool, and stroke width I'm going to choose somewhere around 20 and simply double click to create one stroke around it. Then I'm going to select this layer. Let's choose stroke width to 15 pixels and then hit Ctrl D. Select the second layer, go to the effect and presets panel and search for Gaussian blur effect and double click to apply. Then increase this blur value to somewhere around like this. Okay, so we are gonna get something like that. Now let's lock these two layers. Let's select this and press P for position to create one keyframe. Zoom in a little bit. Let's go to around 20 frame forward and let's move this no out of this composition. Then go to the start, select this no and hit Ctrl D, hit U, and we are going to remove this keyframes. Then go over here and let's bring this no around at this point, or you can bring this at the start only. Okay, so this no is stable and this no is moving upward. Then I'm going to select this second text, and over here we are going to change the text to pane. Okay, also one thing, let's hide this. I don't want all of this text in caps, so I'm going to type no only. Okay, like that. And somewhere around at this last keyframe I'm going to select this text and I'll make it apparent with this no. Okay, so we are going to get something like that. Then I'll take a gap of 10 frames only, and I'm going to create another keyframe at point this pen text. Go to around more 20 frame forward, and let's move this from over here to here. Okay, then select this pane and hit Ctrl D, hit U, and let's remove this keyframes, and we are going to remove this parenting. Then go somewhere around at last keyframe of this layer, and then I'm going to select this text and I'm going to change this to no again, and then select this and make it apparent with this plain text. Okay, so now we are going to get something like that. Then again take a gap of 20 frames and then select this no word, create one keyframe at position, go 20 frame forward, and let's move this from here to here like that. Okay, then select this no word, hit Ctrl D, hit U, and let's remove this keyframes. We don't need any parenting, so let's remove this parenting. Let's go to the last word and let's select this and let's change this to gain. Okay, and select this gain word and make it apparent with this no word. Okay, so if you check it out, this we got this. Then again take a gap of 20 frames, select this gain word, create one keyframe at position, go 20 frame forward, and let's move this upward like that. Okay, then select this, hit Ctrl D, hit U, and let's remove this keyframes and let's remove this parenting. let's go over here, and this time I'm going to name it as snow again. Okay, like that. Now let's select this no and make it apparent with this gain word. So now it's gonna come up with this. Okay, let's go to around 4 seconds and hit N over there. Okay, so now let's select those all keyframes and let's hit F9. Go to the graph. Let's select this graph, and by holding shift move one handle at this point, and let's move one handle at this point. Okay, so now if you check it out this, we are gonna get something like this, and this animation is going to be continuously in a form of loop. Okay, so in work area, right click and choose trim from to work area, go to the main animation and hit Ctrl 0, and let's bring down this strip over here, and then go to the align tab and we are going to choose align top. Then hit O to go at the end of this comb and press Ctrl Alt T, which is a shortcut key to enable time enable remapping. Then before this last keyframe, create one keyframe and then delete this last keyframe. Then alt click on the stopwatch and let's apply loop out expression on it. And let's deselect this layer. And as you guys know that our animation is going to be in the form of loop at 4 seconds. Okay, and let's increase the duration of this comp. Okay, now hit Control D, select your selection tool, and let's try to bring this properly over here by holding Control. I'll try to snap it. Hit Control D, hit Control D, hit Control D, and hit Control D. Okay, now let's take a gap of 5 frames and let's try to arrange them with the help of open square bracket. I'm going to move this over here, move this over here, and move this over here. Let's select all of them and hold alt open square bracket to trim up to this. Go to the start and with the help of open square bracket move this over here. Now let's go somewhere around 8 seconds over here and let's hit N. Okay, and now if you guys check it out over here, we are gonna get this kind of an animation. Now let's see how does it look in quad resolution. We are gonna get something like this. Now let's select all of them and press Ctrl Shift C to pre-compose, and let's call it as animation and hit OK. Now hit Ctrl D, and by holding shift I'll try to adjust it over here. Hit Ctrl D, by holding shift I'll try to adjust this over here like that. Okay, and then let's select, go inside this animation, let's select this strip, go to the effect and presets panel and search for tint effect to apply, and let's swap this color, copy this tint effect and hit Ctrl C, go over here, hit Ctrl V and hit Ctrl V. So now that tint effect is applied on alternate layers. Now I'm going to select these two layers and press S for scaling option, and let's increase the scale of it. Okay, somewhere around like that. Okay, so we are gonna get a little bit extra scale of this. Okay, like that. Or you can go inside the strip over here, or inside this animation. If you want, you can alternate these layers as well. Okay, but I'm happy with this one. Now just to get some weird look, what we can do is that I can select this, go to the effect and presets panel and search for drop shadow effect and double click to apply, and let's increase this value and increase the softness. Okay, let's see which layer is this. Okay, and we need to change the direction of it. Okay, and then select this drop shadow, hit Ctrl C, select this second layer and hit Ctrl V, and this time change the direction of it. Okay, so we are gonna get something like that. Now I don't want there should be, same animation for them, so I'll go to around 1 second. With the help of open square bracket, move this over here, go to 2 second, move this over here. Okay, just to check it out the animation, or you can bring this and try to adjust them like that only alternately, and select all of them and let's try to bring them at the start. Okay, so now what is going to get happen is that there is going to be an alternate animations. Okay, like that. Now just to give it a little bit vintage look, what I'm gonna do, I'll right click new and create one adjustment layer. I'll go to the effect and presets panel and I'll search for CC lens effect and double click to apply. and let's increase this size of it somewhere around like that. Okay, let's increase this size. Then go to the effect and presets panel and search for noise effect and double click to apply, and let's increase this 25% of noise like that. And then go to the effect and presets panel and now search for, let's say, posterize time effect and double click to apply, and let's make this value to 15. Okay, so now it will give us a little bit of 2D look to our animation like that. Okay, now what we can do is simply press Ctrl Y to create one black color background, and then I'm going to apply ellipse tool, and let's choose white color over here, and let's remove this stroke, we don't need that. And by holding shift, let's create one ellipse over here. Let's select this and press Ctrl Alt Home. Then let's bring this over here, hit Ctrl D, and let's move this over here. Select this, go to the effect and presets panel and search for Gaussian blur effect and double click to apply, and let's make this value to 300. Okay, and let's make this value to 600 as well. Copy this Gaussian blur effect and hit Ctrl V to this. Now let's select all these three and press Ctrl Shift C to pre-compose, and let's call it as map and hit OK, and let's hide this. Then right click new and create one adjustment layer, and let's apply camera lens blur effect and double click to apply. And over here layer, we are going to choose that map layer. Okay, and if you want, then you can increase the blur radius based on the thing you want. I'm going to bring this somewhere up to this. Okay, like that. Okay, now you can go inside this map over here, you can select this like this. Okay, and simply right click new and create one null object. Select these two layers and make it apparent with this null. Select this null, press R for rotation, create one keyframe, and somewhere around at 8 seconds I'm going to make this one complete rotation. Okay, so if you check it out this now, let's choose quad resolution. Just our animation can work fast, and now we are going to get that depth of blur animation, as you guys can see around over here as well. Okay, if you want, you can go to this adjustment layer and you can increase the another values, just to check it out how your results are gonna be. It totally depends on you how you want your animation to work. I'll use somewhere around 50 over here to get that animation. Okay, so this is how you can create this kind of a creative text animation inside of After Effects.